Welcome back to our coverage of a decade after Dannemora. And Kat, I don't know about you, but I cannot believe that it has been 10 years since that infamous prison break. And I know, though, that you were really at the forefront of our coverage the day it happened and when it all wrapped up.
That's right, Darren. I was working as our weekend morning producer and reporter at the time, and it was a Saturday morning when the men were discovered missing. And I remember we had wrapped up our newscasts already, and I was taking care of some post-show work. And then the calls and the emails, they started coming in that there was this manhunt for escaped killers in the North Country. And I remember my first thought was, no way, that's a maximum security prison. Like, that can't be real. And then immediately also, you know, if that is real, though, we really have to confirm that and let people know right away. And we actually were able to confirm shortly thereafter that there was, in fact, this manhunt going on. And I remember writing that up as fast as I could to get it up on our website to get the word out to people. And at the time, it really seemed odd to me that it took that long to get the word out to the media and to the public about this escape and this manhunt. It was hours between the time they were discovered missing and the time where they finally confirmed publicly and put the word out that, yes, there was this manhunt and there were these escaped murderers. And then, as you mentioned, I was over there during the manhunt, like when guard Gene Palmer was arrested. And I was also on our on-call reporting Sunday on the day that David Sweat was shot. They called me over to go to Dannemora, get reaction from the community by the prison that night. And I remember people were out there. They were in droves. They were honking. They were cheering. And I just remember hearing the celebrations and the relief in people's voices. It was honestly surreal, Darren. And I know you were back at the station. I remember it being like 24/7 here.
Oh my gosh, it was all hands on deck, Kat, as you know. I mean, every single morning we were getting up, we were planning out our day, who's going to be where, what are we going to cover, who's working the sources. We were all on the horn trying to, get as much information out to the public as possible. I mean, this was stunning how long this went on. It was day after day in the newsroom of just collaborating, trying to get as much information as we could to put it out to the public. I think it was pretty shocking for all of us to see that this maximum security prison had 2 people inside get out. It was stunning for us. It was obviously stunning for everybody living around the prison here in Dannemora and the entire region. And we had to be camera ready. We had to be in our suits, in our dress wear for the TV, just in case any news broke. And our planning could go any which way. I mean, we never knew if news was going to break on this huge story. And then, the plans, they got to shift in a moment's notice, like sending you back over when there was an arrest or when David Sweat was shot, Kat. Yeah,
and I remember there were a lot of days of very little sleep for a lot of us. Fortunately, nothing like that going on there today where you are, Darren, and we will have much more tonight on the Channel 3 News as we continue our special coverage of a decade after Dannemora.